everybody, and welcome to today's live stream. My name is Callum. I am the Global Head of Early Careers here at Wargaming. I'm joined also by my colleague Violetta. She is one of our 2D artists, and between us today, we're going to talk to you about Wargaming and our opportunities in 2D art. Firstly, to remind you all, this session is being recorded, so if you do wish to watch this at a later date, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. As well as that, there will be an opportunity to ask any questions at the end of the session, so do feel free to type those in the chat whilst we are presenting, and we will get to those at the end. To start with, I'd like to tell you a bit more about Wargaming and Forge itself. So Wargaming, we deliver legendary online games globally with passion. As a company, we were founded in 1998, currently headquartered in Nicosia, Cyprus, but we have 15 offices, 4 of those being in APAC, 2 in North America, and 9 in the UK and Europe. Within this, we support millions of players globally across these titles. So PC, we have World of Tanks, World of Warships, and World of Warplanes. On console, World of Tanks Console and World of Warships Legends. And on mobile, we have World of Tanks Blitz and World of Warships Blitz. Now I'm going to tell you a bit more about Forge, our online courses, and our internship opportunities. So the purpose of Forge is to inspire the next generation of game industry professionals. We've had great success over the years in Prague, Vilnius, Nicosia, Belgrade, Singapore, and Tokyo. And we do these through external educational partnerships, but also a variety of internal programs. These include the paid internships and the online training courses, which we will talk about today. So as a student and intern with Wargaming, there are numerous benefits. Firstly, the online training courses that we offer are free of charge. You will join a close community of individuals, all sharing a passion for the same course. Our internships offer a competitive salary, and they lead to real development opportunities with full flexibility and unique career opportunities. So how to apply for our program? So firstly, find an open program through our website, register for the program. There are 2 parts to the assessment process, which is a test task and a video interview. Complete the course and subsequent internship, and upon completion of the internship, receive a full-time job offer. I'm now going to hand you over to my colleague Violetta, who is going to tell you a bit more about our 2D art course.
Yeah, thank you for the introduction, Callum, and hi everyone. Before starting, actually, I would like to say that I'm pretty happy to be here today to share with you the features of our 2D art course. And obviously, I look forward to any clarifying questions you may have during the stream, so don't hesitate to prepare them and ask. Well, today we will dive into the fascinating world of 2D customization, part of the large 2D art team of the World of Tanks product. Our specialization is actually a combination of knowledge in the fields of graphic design, illustration, and 2D stylization. So if you're ready to explore the world of creativity and artistic knowledge, unlock your skills, and probably release your career potential in game development as a 2D artist, let's begin this journey together. First of all, let me introduce myself. That will be a great starting point, I think. My name is Violetta, and I'm a 2D artist and customization team expert at Wargaming, responsible for mentoring the team and supporting many features in the development of 2D customization. What else? My professional background consists of knowledge of several roles, one way or another related obviously to art. So that was a huge path from the graphic design to the visual development. While working at Wargaming, I've been involved in the creation of over 50 2D customization elements as 2D artist, and to be honest, continue to be amazed at the creative opportunities and projects our team manages to come up with. And also, I'm a regular Wargaming Forge mentor. So that mostly about me, and as a part of the next step, I would like to say a few words about our 2D team in general. So the 2D art team at Wargaming has gathered many talented specialists from various 2D fields. These include illustrators, UI artists, concept artists, and finally customization artists. As a part of our work, the customization artist interacts with a variety of departments of the company. This actually includes UX design, game design, 3D team, historical consultants, and many, many others. And an important addition is that we always have something to learn from each other. And to do this, we use both corporate resources and the expertise of our colleagues. And to be honest, yeah, do our best to maintain the atmosphere of such an exchange of knowledge. So to visually introduce you to what our customization team actually is working on, let's look at the few following examples. So here are just some of them where you can see how customization looks like in our project made by our team. And this particular slide presents camouflages and accompanying identity for the event Battle of Bloggers, which includes inscriptions, emblems, and projection decals. As the next example, I've provided the customization elements developed for such a Tesla Punk event. Probably you've heard about it, the last Waffenträger. That's why actually the topic of electricity comes up here almost in each element you see. And by the way, using these examples, you can already, let's say, note a characteristic features of our customization in terms of probably technical execution with the imitation of analog materials or approach to styling some objects or characters. As a next example, I suggest to look at a little bit of the New Year customization and elements dedicated to this holiday. So here's some mix of customization with this year's celebrity that you've probably saw, and just a few random event assets from the past years. And the last example from these images is actually the regional customization, in particular assets developed based on the legends of characters from Chinese mythology and some attributes characteristic of this region. So we briefly looked at the several examples, and actually the next step I want to share with you is our incredible team, which is involved in the process of creating such customization. So yeah, let me introduce you to our Forge trainers. And in 2024, we have 3 trainers who will guide you through the 2D customization course. First one is Ekaterina Bushuk. She's our 2D customization artist. And a key aspect, let's say, of her professional style is a passion for fonts and lettering. So I'm sure that you will love her approach for developing typographic assets that she will definitely share with you during the course. The next one is Artem Laduzhin. He's both our 2D customization artist and team expert. And Artem has over 20 years of experience in the graphic design, and he has been with Wargaming for 12 years. So therefore, participation in the course is really the great way to gain such a huge expertise from him. And as I've mentioned, yeah, I'm also among the trainers this year, and you can read a detailed biography of each of us on Wargaming Forge landing page. The next step I would like to share with you is who we're actually looking for to take part in this journey to create this similar customization. So first of all, we're looking for those who are serious about working in game development and in the wargaming company in particular. So this is a unique course for confident beginners or medium-level artists with a passion for 2D art. Regarding the question, what is actually expected from students? The main points listed on the slides are proficiency in Adobe Photoshop tools. What does it actually mean? So we assume knowledge of interface functionality, let's say the knowledge of the toolbar, working with adjustment layers, filters, masks, smart objects, and overlay effects. So as a part of this course, we do not teach the tools and basic functions of Photoshop. Fortunately, in our time, all this material can be easily found somewhere on YouTube or any other sources. But rather, we will structure your existing knowledge through lectures and feedbacks and probably suggest some tricks and techniques. And yeah, the portfolio demonstrating your current level of artistic skills. At the same time, the following factors will help you to stand out from the other candidates. That's skill into digitalization of objects and characters. Those, if we see from your portfolio or completed task, your skill in adaptation to different image stylizations, this will be a definite advantage for you. And the next point is using additional 3D tools. That's obviously an optional point, but sometimes it makes it, yeah, obviously easier to work on some tasks with this tool. But we will not dive into it during our course. Now that we have discussed who we're looking for, let's probably talk about the format in which our interaction will work. Yeah, so the course format involves a series of pre-recorded lectures that you will have the opportunity actually to listen to any time convenient for you personally, and personals, yeah, and practical assignments based on them, which will subsequently form your coursework. In addition, once a week, there will be online feedback sessions with the course mentors for a more, let's say, detailed analysis of your practical homework. What else? Yeah, in general, the course will last about 2 months and assumes that you will have a dedicated time of about 10-12 hours per week to successfully complete all assignments we have and actually the final work of this course. Okay, now we probably can proceed directly to clarifying what the training program is. Yeah, what actually you will learn. One of the important clarifications is that this course consists only of 2D customization. So that means that in this unit, students will be introduced to the definition and example of the customization in the gaming industry and in our product. And during the course itself, you will be able to go through a series of technical exercises to create actually a classic and fantastic camouflages, thematic emblems and descriptions, projection decals, and so on. And as a final part of the work within our course, you will have the opportunity to create your own fantastic 2D style with some customization elements for the tank model. To make it actually easier to visualize probably what the elements that I just announced are, let's look at the examples of students' final works from the last course in the customization direction. So here we have a set of customization elements developed by a student within the theme of a Japanese regional holiday. On the next slide, you will be able to see the fantastic camouflage formed from recognizable sky carps, the main characteristic elements of the festival, as well as inscriptions and decal on the tank. And then you can see the development process itself or alternative customization elements within one 2D style, actually in search of the best composition of elements, their readability and correlation with each other. The next example that I would like to share with you is customization dedicated for the Halloween. Yeah, the fantastic camouflage showing a group of witches, let's say, creating a magical brew or something like that. That's, by the way, a good example of how to show a whole storytelling within the frame of just one asset. On the next slide, you will be able to see all elements together. And yeah, the interesting thing here also is that despite the use of the image of a witch in both camo and decals, each asset has a different plot. So this is an interesting way to avoid, for example, duplicating elements in different assets, simply using different storylines for each of them. Yeah. The next example is a set of customization for the universe of the series The Mandalorian. And let's see the fantastic camouflage. Yeah, built as an homage to one of the spaceships, actually, of this movie universe. This is also a great example from the point of view of the approach to the concept itself. So that means that you don't always have to depict a recognizable character from a chosen universe. Instead, you can find inspiration from other characteristic objects like costumes or equipment. At the next slide, you can observe also part of development process or alternative solutions for some customization elements within this style. And the last examples that I would like to share with you is customization based on the theme of the last Ronin. Let's again take a look at the fantastic camouflage, built also as a homage to the uniform of Japanese soldiers. And the last slide here is elements all together. Yeah, in general, the essence of the work on the elements during our course mostly will look like this. Those, upon completion of the course, you will receive a self-created set of customization elements combined into one to the style applied on a tank. Okay, so after viewing the works, let's probably go through the important criteria for admission to the course, where you will have the opportunity to work with customization like that. Yeah, Callum already mentioned the selection stages, but I would like to underline the admission criteria itself. So it will depend on, obviously, your motivation and answers in the application form. The next point regarding your portfolio, if you attach it, the chances definitely increase. I probably need to mention here that the most important requirement is that the portfolio must be representative. This means that the work in it reflects your current level and specialization. And actually, yeah, don't worry if you don't have any real projects in your portfolio yet or something like that. That's completely okay for us. And the last point here is attentive approach to completing the task. To be honest, you have, let's say, all necessary information in the task itself, in the attached examples, on the World of Tank websites, and so on, which can help you to complete the task correctly. So don't hesitate also to share your process of work, like sketches or any alternative solutions you've come up with, mood boards, additional materials, and so on. That will be really helpful. And this year we'll invite up to 10 participants. Actually, to help you successfully navigate these stages, I would like also to share a few recommendations from my side. Regarding up-to-date portfolio, what can I say? The quality of the submitted works is more important than their quantity. So make sure that the small amount of your work you have in your portfolio speaks for themselves. Regarding the test assignment, when you're working on it, pay due attention to the presentation of your work itself and showcasing the process you went through to create it. For us, it's rather important factor is also to see the way you're thinking and the ability, your ability to look at the task solutions from different angles and points of view. Regarding your strengths, use approaches that show you at your best. Even the simplest concept, to be honest, can be executed in the visually rich and interesting way. And the last point from my side, connected with exploring the context. So definitely viewing the customization assets in the game or on the World of Tank website will really help you to better understand the stylization and the approaches itself that can be applied when completing the task. So that's all tips that I wanted to highlight from my side. Thank you for your attention here. And now I'm open to any of your questions about the course or portfolio or anything you're interested in.
Thank you, Violetta. That was very insightful. So we have had a couple of questions come through via email, but then we have had some come through in the chat as well. So firstly, from our email questions, what is expected in the portfolio? And secondly, what would you consider a strong demonstration of skills?
Okay. I would say that the most important requirement is that portfolio must be representative. As we've already said, it should reflect your current level of skills and specialization. Since we've actually said that our customization specialization is a combination of graphic design knowledge and stylization skill, any work that highlights knowledge in these areas will be appropriate. So for example, works that feature images of stylized animals or characters, or work demonstrating the development of typographic logos, for example, why not? Or graphic posters will indicate your skill in these areas.
Thank you. And then as a follow-up, what would you consider more important, the test task results or the portfolio? For example, if a student doesn't have a portfolio or maybe not as many examples as they would like, what would you recommend to them?
Okay, for us, the portfolio, let's say, is an additional resource of information about you. If for some reason we do not have enough information demonstrated in the task. So if you don't have one, we will, of course, consider your candidacy, but then just make sure that your test speaks for itself and doesn't really support doesn't really need support from your portfolio. But to summarize a little bit, a well-executed test assignment is a definite priority for us.
Thank you. And one more question on the application. How can we use 3D art to help with the 2D assignment? Any recommendations to combine both?
Yeah, that will be mostly connected with the way you would like to release your concept or the main theme with which you will be working on during our course. So, for example, from the showcased works that we went through during this presentation, any fantastic camouflages based on the equipment or any spaceships or any realistic based textures and something like that will be definitely easier to create in 3D tools. With the help in 3D tools. But if you will go through the course with the concept connected with any characters, maybe it will be easier to work in 2D. So that's mostly the difference.
Thank you. And can you confirm the date for the start of the course? I've forgotten, I'm not going to lie, so I'm hoping you might remember.
Not really, to be honest. I need to check it on our landing page.
No problem. So in regards to that, just so that people are aware, the applications for this course are open until the 17th, so next Sunday. After that, Violetta and the team will review the portfolios and the applications, and we will ideally be communicating outcomes by the 31st of March, with a view, I believe, to start the course on the 9th of April. That is what I want to say. However, that will all be communicated throughout the application process with you. And then the course finishes at the end of May. Cool. And then during the course as well, people would like to know what type of equipment will they need to partake?
I would say that the main requirement is to have a graphic tablet to complete tasks throughout the course, because you will need to draw in digital software, but from my point of view, nothing more. So that's it.
Sounds good. And then as a follow-up, will they be required to install any paid software to take part?
Our main tool, which has enough functionality to complete the course, is actually the Photoshop. So most likely you already have one, since it's like an industry standard or something like that. So there is no need to install other necessary paid software. That's it.
Thank you. And we've had a question in the chat about the test task. So people are asking, what does it involve, and then what themes would you want to see, or would you recommend people cover?
I definitely can recommend to pay your attention to demonstrating your ability to stylization, your ability to stylize particular objects or characters some way, and that's it. You can actually take a look at the examples of our customization elements that already exist in our game, and there will be like pretty helpful information in what we are looking for in terms of your skills. So that's it.
Thank you. And VADI candidate wants to know, they have previous experience as a 2D animator and a motion designer with illustration and graphic design skills. Would they be a good candidate?
I would say it depends. I mean, our course mostly about, not mostly, our course is about the static images. But if you had as a motion designer skills in creating something similar that you've already saw during our presentation, why not actually? So we are here not strictly connected with your background, because we've understand that customization itself is pretty narrow area to looking for someone who've explored only this.
Thank you.
I'm not sure if I'm asked correctly, but let me know.
No, it's very helpful. It looks like we've got a few people in the chat who've got experience in various different areas who are obviously looking to explore new routes. So next question about experience. A concept artist with character, environment, and keyframe design. Would they be suitable for this course, or would you suggest them looking at other positions?
Again, it depends on your inner goals, let's say. So that's a great moment probably to take a moment and reflect yourself about your own goals, and just imagine which benefits you can take from this particular course. I mean, you've already saw an examples, and if you found them in some way interesting for your current skills, maybe it could be helpful for you. But if you have a lot of questions regarding the benefits you can take from this course, maybe that's an obvious moment that it will be okay to skip it.
Thank you. So it looks like we're coming to the end of the questions in the chat, just whilst I give a couple of minutes for the further ones to come in. As I said, the applications for this program are open until the 17th of March. On the next slide that will come up, there will be a QR code. So if you are interested in applying, that QR code will take you to our application page. As we said, do complete the test task and the video interviews as required. If you do have any further questions that we haven't been able to answer today, or if you think of anything after the stream, you can reach us on Instagram, Facebook, and Discord, or alternatively, you can email us at wgforge@wargaming.net. In the meantime, as I said, applications are next week. But as I said, I would like to thank you all for taking the time to join us today. We look forward to receiving your applications. And of course, I would like to thank Violetta as well for taking the time to talk through our 2D course. We look forward to receiving your applications, and hopefully we'll see some of you in Wargaming in the future.
Yes, thank you so much, and probably have a good luck. We are really waiting for your applications, and everything will definitely work out. So go for it, and see you on the course.
Thank you, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your evening.